So, Sean, I got a Facebook message just recently.
Congratulations.
Somebody's asking me, hey, what were you throwing the other day at that blind draw because so-and-so really liked your bags? And I said, the Power Dragon from Draggin Bags. Guaranteed to make you a better thrower. So why not jump on the train and go over to DraggingBags.com and grab yourself a set today. I know they just had a launch of the Gina Ramirez series. Again, I'm sure more will be coming out, so I'm not sure if it's sold out or not, but if it hasn't, go get yourself some now because they're a hot bag, as well as every other bag in their arsenal. They're phenomenal. So why don't you do yourself a favor?
Science.
Head over to Draggin Bags, that's with a Z.com. Drop code BIGASP12 at checkout and up your game today.
Cornhole. Big ass cornhole. We hope you throw it straight. And nothing but four baggers from here on out.
All right, welcome back to another episode of the Big Asp Cornhole Podcast. Sean and Dane are with you as always. Dane, what's going on, man?
Ooh-wee.
Oh.
Doing all right.
Are you doing all right?
Yeah, doing
all right. Good for you, man. Wow.
Just,
I
wanted to try to jazz it up.
Don't really have anything to say, but just so let's just move on to the next segment, Dane. Do what you do best. Yep.
What you drinking?
Thank you.
We moved right along, Sean.
That was beautiful.
So we got Troeggs Brewing, Independent Brewing. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
It's called Habora.
Habora.
It's an IPA.
You seem to like
surprise. I do quite like it, as there's 3 in front of me right now. It's only 6.2%, but it's a very drinkable, delightful IPA.
We consider that show prep.
Indeed, yeah. I mean, you gotta wet your whistle before you hop on the
creative
mic.
juices flowing, if you will.
1,000%.
Hell yeah.
And I'm able to enjoy these beverages on a Monday night while watching the National College Championship. Screw Michigan. And the only reason I can do that, knowing I have to work tomorrow morning, is that there's delightful cornhole coffee waiting for me up in the cabinet.
Really is.
It's the morning pick-me-up that we all need. So why don't you join me and get that little sweet kick? Or if you need that little 2 p.m. pick-me-up, why not get some cornhole coffee in your system? Did you drink too much at your cornhole event? Cornhole coffee the following morning.
There's
Guys,
just nothing like that first cup of coffee in the morning.
It cleans out your system.
And it makes my heart smile knowing that, I'm supporting someone that's also loves the cornhole community. And your heart can smile too.
Yeah, make your heart smile.
Wow.
I don't know if that's really possible scientifically, but
I like to think it is.
Right? I mean, Sean's the doctor, so you heard it here first. So go over to cornholecoffee.com, drop code BIGASP at checkout, and get yourself some beans today. And don't forget, drink, focus, throw.
All right, folks, we have more audio gold planned for you all today. We have plenty of dramatic readings. We are going to touch on some stuff that we watched in the ACO major in Owensboro, right?
Owensboro. Yeah.
Owensboro. And then we are going to kind of reflect a little bit on the Jason Milletta interview, just a little bit. Touch the base a little bit.
Yeah, we'll tickle the taint a little bit.
Yeah, why not? But before we get into anything else, we're going to let you know what's going on in our cornhole lives. The segment we call In and Around the Hole.
Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
All right, folks, we've been telling you for years, stop throwing ugly bags because if you do, your heart is not going to be happy. All right, so if you want to make it smile, just start your day off with cornhole coffee and then throw blackjack cornhole bags on the court. If you go to blackjackcornhole.com, you get free shipping, amazing customer service, and a sexy set of bags. You might get a hug from Troy. You just never know. Go to blackjackcornhole.com, grab your stuff today, and if you use code BIGASP, you're going to save yourself 10%. Pew, pew. And don't forget about Black Sheep Baggers.
We didn't.
We didn't
forget,
I'm talking
Sean.
about them right now. We didn't. They're right here.
Sorry
so
if
if you're
I threw you off.
it's all right. If you're in the market for a new set of bags, consider checking out Black Sheep Baggers. Our personal favorite, Costello X. All right, so if you like a hybrid carpet, Dane's throwing out the X symbol. I like it. Very nice.
You can't see it while you're listening, but that's
You
okay.
like the hybrid carpet. You like a smaller template, little fuller of a bag. Costello X, you're not going to find something that's better on the market right now. So go to blacksheepbaggers.com. If you use code BIGASP, you're going to save yourself some money.
Heck yeah, be black sheep.
Hell yeah. So I have not really done a whole lot cornhole stuff recently. Putting content out wise, yes, but throwing wise, no. Work life has just been kind of crazy with the holidays and everything. So the last time I threw was when we went to that blind draw.
Yeah, I mean we're on the rebound.
We are.
Certainly for cornhole. I'm in the same boat as you.
Yeah,
we are planning on attending an open.
we are this weekend.
Probably
Saturday.
not throwing, but we're gonna go kiss some babies, shake some hands, or maybe we, kiss some hands and shake some babies.
Never know.
Never know. But definitely plan on going out there, and I'm sure we'll be able to, maybe muster up a cash game or two when we're out there.
And that's Hamilton, Ohio, right?
That it is.
Yep,
This
so-
hammy town.
So if you're going to be in Hamilton, Ohio, shoot us a message. Let us know. We're going to try to take. We're going out there for content, so we're going out there for a purpose because unfortunately, our beloved Cleveland Browns also play on fucking Saturday at like 4:30
Yeah, poor scheduling. So
in Hamilton, Ohio, and Hamilton, Ohio is like 4 hours away from us or so.
ish. Yeah.
So we're gonna leave first thing in the morning, real early. Get down there first thing. Try to bust out as much content as we can, and then try to race back. I think for the game. I think.
I mean, if all goes according to plan, I mean, I would like to at least catch the second half at home if we
I
can.
would completely agree with that. Yes.
Yeah. So we'll try to just
At the
bust it
same
out, man.
at the same time, if we're having like secret time, like I do kind of have like the pass for like that whole day. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like,
So do I.
I mean, we could always watch it there too.
We can figure it out while we're talking on the side of our mouth.
I don't know. Yeah.
They're not here. They can't hear us.
That's
It's
true.
okay. We're talking about our wives.
So
It's all right, but we'll find a way to watch it one way or another. But yeah, for me with throwing, I think I'm actually going to go to the blind draw on Wednesday.
oh, okay.
It all depends on when I get out of our little meeting with Top Golf to see if we're gonna
Dude, that I
make a
hope it
tourney
works out,
happen.
man. So we're still working on it kind of all came to fruition the one episode we were talking about. We wanted to have bring back kind of like the Big Asp cornhole like tournament,
Yeah.
but we wanted to incorporate golf in some way. So if all thing goes well, we might be having like a Top Golf / cornhole tournament.
Yeah.
We got to have a meeting with them, and hopefully it all
We'll
goes
see what
well.
works
But
out.
we're
If
we're
not,
gonna do
then-
something. We're
yeah.
gonna either do it at a golf course, or we thought this Top Golf having it in one location. It's kind of it'd be something unique. So
100%. That's what we're going for. Uniqueness,
hell yeah,
if you will. Is that even a word?
yeah, I think so. Sounded right.
The ness of being unique.
Yeah.
I get it.
But yeah, besides that, not a whole lot going on. Just gonna be throwing some this Wednesday for sure. Like in the morning, I'll be able to get to work, throw it. We have some bags coming up to review. Got my hands on some NOLA bags.
Dude, did you get the sweet
Yes,
pattern ones? Yes, dude. I threw those.
I'm sorry. What are they called?
God, I can't remember either, but I threw
Hold on. Roth.
Mr. Young Man Chris.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He had a set, so he let me dabble around with them, and yeah, dude,
they're called the snappers.
snappers. Thank you. Yes, and it is a unique, awesome bag again from NOLA.
Yeah, so ours is still newish. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I got to break them in a little bit more, but yeah, it's definitely different, and that's what I like. I like trying the stuff.
Finally, like you leave it to NOLA
Thank
to
you.
come out with something that's a little bit unique, but still has great playability.
What
like
category? What was the bag that had like the bungee?
the Mardi Gras.
Dude,
I'll never forget it.
still to this day,
The most fun, unique bag, I think. I mean,
and functional,
functional. That's what we'll leave it at. Yeah, because we've had some plenty fun, unique bags.
right?
That one was actually a good cornhole bag too. But man, that was the first bag that you could roll.
I completely agree. Yeah.
Like it literally was the first one that I didn't even have
it
to
took
like.
you a minute. I wish I could throw it now. Like,
Yeah.
do we still have that
I
somewhere?
might actually have them in that.
in our,
closet.
yeah, I was just saying, there's certain sets of bags we don't get rid of because we enjoyed throwing so much. And
Well,
that
one,
has to
it's
be one
so
of
hard
them.
to sell people on something that unique
Yeah,
that
yeah.
it's like I don't even bother bringing it out because I enjoy it. So like I'm not going to try to sell you on it because I think it's a fun bag to go like have a good time with and chuck around. So yeah, I'm like 95% sure.
How
that
great
one's
would
in
it
there.
be to have a cornhole tournament where everyone had to throw Patriot outdoor game bags?
Dude, I would love that.
Wouldn't
if we
that
could,
be
if we could get that
awesome,
to
like
happen for
a house
our
bag
tournament.
and people show up and these are the bags.
Oh
that we
my
have.
god, dude, I would love nothing more. Run this crazy big house bag. Let's see who the real champion is. And that bag, man,
They'll test everybody.
oh, dude, it is so much. That bag's fun too, man. It really is.
God, he was a interesting cat. I don't even know. I don't think they're still making them.
Which sucks, man, because he was the OG. If you want to go back to like patents. Well, this man beat any dot or suede that you would see on any bag, and he literally put like tire rubber on dots and like different skid plate patterns and shit. Like it was
Call it skid plate technology.
it was way ahead of its time when you think back on it. Like he just had the wrong fabric, but like imagine if
correct.
you put suede patches in there, it could have been a whole different ball game. Like he could have transformed everything. So again, All Cornhole, if you're listening, you got round patches now, so Suede Breaker's done. Like they overtook that. But how about getting some random dot patterns on there? Let's get unique. How about you cover the entire outer stitch in suede?
So you want more than like ultra control dots?
100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's put full on suede.
Do you remember the
dots.
first time, like when I had the Vipers and they had the control dots? I thought that was like the top, like just the coolest technology.
Dude,
ever.
yeah. You're like,
I'm like, this is genius. Like, why wouldn't
And
everybody
they break
do
into
this?
the fabric and
Yeah.
it like stays forever. Like, no, it really just washes off. Like, not but that's okay.
Many moons ago, man.
Many
moons ago. So this weekend, I can't remember what night it was. I think it was either Friday or Saturday night. I was hanging out and scrolling through Facebook, and I happened to see that ACO was having an event.
Yeah.
And I got to give a shout out to our boy AJ locally here. He shot me a message, be like, "Hey, what do you think of like the skins game?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "It's on right now on Facebook." So I checked it out. So I ended up watching like the whole skins major for ACO for like 3 hours and was hooked. I love the format of the skins.
So elaborate for those at home listening.
So you'll find out later on in this interview, because we were kind of enlightened too, that for this particular event, it was ACO pros only. And to qualify, they throw 13 rounds, I think it was.
Yeah.
They throw 13 rounds like down and backs, right? And it's the highest score, right? Takes the number one seed. And then so the top, like I think it was 16 or something like that. They then advance into like this tournament, like this bracket. And this particular bracket was a skins tournament. So each point that you scored or each skin that you got was $50. Mm-hmm. So it was the first person to 7 skins would win the match. So theoretically, each match was worth up to $650. If me and you were playing skins, and let's say hypothetically I kick the shit out of you and I win 7-0.
Yeah.
There's still that leftover money. The winner gets that whatever money is left over.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's a cool opportunity for every pro in the top 16 to then go win. And again, you're not making like huge amounts of money, but it's a cool opportunity to go win something.
And even if you lose, you can still win some money.
That's what I'm saying. So like, and the whole skins format is cool. So if you're not familiar with it, I was kind of new to it as well. Basically, it's similar if you're familiar with skins in golf. So every round is a separate game that you're going. But if you tie a round, then that skin carries over to the next round.
So in round 2 would be worth $100.
Yes, or two skins, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if Dane would then win that round, he would win 2 skins, not just one.
Yeah.
And then the next round would go back to 1. But you can get like we can sit there and tie 3-4 times, and then somebody finally wins, and all of a sudden they're up to a 4-0 lead.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I like it.
But when you do round,
intriguing.
it forces you to have to chase bags
100%.
typically.
It justifies all those long hours of you stepping just to the edge of the perimeter.
Yeah.
And trying to carry that bag and that you left wide right.
Yeah.
Like that's exactly what it's built for, because if you have to take it, why not shoot it? Because otherwise you're just giving it up.
Yeah, no, it was a cool. I really enjoyed that format, and I wouldn't mind seeing more of that pop up. Like I really do think that's a really cool
I love
format.
anything that can kind of jazz up the sport, because it can get a little monotonous.
It's not round limited. I mean, it is in a way. It's round limited, right?
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. It's just you're not worried so much about a point. It's just each round. Like you can win 7 rounds by 1 point, and the other guy, and then you can lose 6 by like 24. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. All you need is those 7 where you won by 1 point.
Yeah.
And so it's like it seems like it evens it out a little bit sometimes.
And to me, I love just the pressure it puts on every round.
Yes, correct.
Like
Every
it
round
is-
matters.
Yeah, it's I love it.
Yeah, I do. I do like that aspect, a lot of it. Isaac Hurt,
Disgusting.
Caleb Hurt's younger brother, who I'd seen thrown before, but now seems like he is like really figured everything out. The kid is disgustingly good.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, is he good?
Yeah,
and
he's
kind of has a little bit of the swag now where like when he steps to the board, like he expects to be the best. Like he knows he's like kind of better than everyone that was there.
Yeah.
And he expected to win, and he took care of business. I mean, he's super talented. It's one of those guys that like I would love to see what he does, like an ACL national kind of thing.
I mean, maybe we'll get a chance to see him at Worlds or something playing the advanced.
Yeah, it would be
because
kind of
that's
nice.
always a good gauge on
It is
what level you're at, because that's
agree.
that's a gauntlet in itself.
No, I do agree about that. I do agree. But yeah, the ACO event was pretty cool. Again, I'm still trying to learn more about like their format and stuff, but they won me over with the skin. So I'll be looking
Hell
for
yeah,
like the
man,
next
that's
time they have a
sweet.
major event. Like I do want to check out and watch that event because it's pretty cool.
We just need to get to one.
We do.
See when it happens.
We do. We just need to look at their schedules and figure all that shit out. Because there has to be one that's like somewhat in driving distance, Southern
Yeah.
Ohio.
I mean, even Ohio, or I think
Yeah.
they have it up in Michigan. I mean, we
Yeah.
can find one up that way too. I mean,
Very true.
just
Very
try
true.
to find one, figure it out.
All right. So reflection time.
Reflection time about Jersey J. Cornhole.
So we did that interview last week, and yes. So first thing is first thing first. It could have been longer. Yes, I think it probably could have been longer, but we had a schedule,
we did.
and
You're all welcome for Trey's interview.
correct. And he was supposed to be after Trey. He requested to make it earlier. He's got important business to do. So we obliged, but we told him like, hey, we only have this window. You got to be on time. We got to make this thing work. So we got as much out of it as we could. When we ended it, we all hung up and stuff, and we didn't have much of a turnover before we were hopping right on with Trey. Like we're talking like a few, maybe 2 minutes.
Maybe.
And I know I remember telling you, I'm like, I felt better because like I felt like he hung himself. Like we didn't have to like really make him try to sound bad, because like every pause, every
pauses, man. Yeah.
every like, and even if you're not watching, and it's even worse if you saw the video, like because he's squirming. Like as much as you're visualizing him squirming in a chair, it's exactly that. Where his eyes are not looking anywhere near us, but up or down and left and right, like just trying to find a way out. So I do want to say one thing. I respect the dude for coming on, having
100%.
the balls to come on. I will give him that prop, and I think that's the only thing I will give him props for. Whether he wants to say and this has been my issue with him since day one, you want to act like you're a serious business guy, but then when it comes down to do serious business, you lacked in every front. You lacked in the accountability front. You lacked in the preparation front. You know what I mean? If you are marketing the event that is promising all these amenities, and then you get to the event and you're like, well, like I was just paid to make a flyer.
Yeah.
Dude, like that's not, you don't get, because I guarantee you on a resume you're saying that you were like, you handled the marketing for large events. You're not just putting on like, I made a colored flyer with a DJ on it.
Exactly.
So you can't just make it sound good when it's convenient.
I feel like from the get, he was kind of downplaying his whole involvement in the thing.
Okay, and then here's conspiracy theory. Does Toby Alexander, does he actually exist?
I don't know, man. Who knows?
And you're telling me that if you got $50 for driving 3 hours,
I would never do it. I'm not a businessman then, Sean.
I mean,
Is all I'm saying.
yeah, it's just I would just avoid his tournaments. I'm sure he has a corporate crowd, like he says, that just wants to go have fun and do those kind of events. By all means, if you want to join a league for fun, for me, that seems kind of expensive just to win some jerseys at the end of the night. That's fine.
To me, I mean, you put it exactly right, though. I mean, he's corporate cornhole, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, he's appealing to corporations because he's a young, good-looking, probably well-spoken, somewhat. Like, when he's trying to sell something, I feel like he can bullshit with the best of them. So
He's for corporate. We're for America.
we're from America. This is cornhole's game, man. All right, I don't know. I felt like we just saw right through the bullshit.
Yeah, and my biggest thing was at the end, I'm like, did you get paid for it? And the amount of time it took him to answer the question, I'm like, all right, you don't even have to answer anymore, man.
Yeah.
Like, we're good. We all know.
Yeah, we
get it.
like
And now
$50.
all that shit, like that you said in the beginning, is now like worthless.
Yeah, my question is like, is that 50 deducted from the 700 you had to put in your truck to get there and back or something? Like, what are we talking here? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Just I was happy, like you said, I was happy he came on. To me, people that like, if they want to bitch that we didn't like grill him or anything,
We didn't need to.
did we have to?
We didn't need
exactly.
to.
Like he exactly how I thought the interview was going to go was how it went. So, and if he was being legit and like getting defensive,
Listen, we've always
think we
said that
would've
we
went a
want
little
this.
harder, but-
We want this to be a platform for conversations. If we have somebody come on and then we're instantly bashing them, like no one's gonna ever want to come on.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
exactly.
Like you have to be willing to have a discussion with people. I wasn't afraid to ask questions when I was genuinely confused about things and he needed to clarify, like when he was trying to hide behind things. But you know what I mean, I'm not gonna hold a gun to the kid's head to make him answer.
the thing is you can't just like react in the moment. You got to listen
Yeah.
and then react. So here's our reactions is what we're giving you right now.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree.
yeah, I mean,
But
as
just
far as,
avoid. I
like-
would just avoid his tournaments.
Yeah, I mean, and as far as hearing both sides, like, yeah, we could have somebody on that got shafted, but again, I feel like that would just be like a smear campaign that we don't even have to do.
Yeah,
I
and
think that-
it's like it's just go read Addicted to Cornhole.
exactly.
And I mean, that's basically, and then just, I mean, we could just read all that. I mean, it's basically been our dramatic readings. You know what I mean? Like,
That's very true.
that's basically what it would turn into.
Is that a segue?
I think so.
In a world where bean bags have brought men to their knees, social media serves as sanctuary for keyboard warriors. Time for the dramatic readings.
And our dramatic readings are brought to you by Big D Bags. So we always say, what goes better in a Big Asp cornhole fan's hands than Big D?
Nothing.
Yeah. Lace it up, man. Get those big D's going on and throw some heat, man. I mean, all of his bags, they look great, they play great, and he's going
Big
to take
old
these-
floppy D in your hand.
Yeah,
Nothing.
big old floppy D. And everyone's, I mean, you might not be familiar with it, but you've seen enough videos with him in there. So why don't you head on over to bigdbags.com, grab yourself a set today.
Can't do that to me.
Just did it.
I'm trying to start to read. All right, dramatic readings. Addicted to Cornhole, Caleb Chambers. It's official. I'm tired of shaking people's hands at cornhole events. This is 3 opens in a row. I've come home with some kind of sickness. Y'all gonna be lucky to get a fist bump from me now. Anyone else on board with this?
Okay.
Okay, so I've been on record for saying that, like, I'm not, hey, we need to fist bump after every round kind of thing. If we're talking about after a game, I'm trying to think, like, when's the last time I shook somebody's hand? Almost everybody's a good fist bump now, right?
For sure. Yeah. I mean, I'm not, it's a select few people that I will shake their hand.
I will say there are some dirty motherfuckers in the world. You know what I mean? And you go
100%.
to the guy's bathroom and you count, like, we're like, all right, 1 out of 3 wash their hands. Like, all right,
I love the excuse that like, oh, there's no paper towels. Fucking figure it out. You're a grown ass adult. You can wash your hands and walk out
and
with
you
wet
just think
hands.
like how many dirty dudes that, that we play cornhole with, and then their hands are going on their bags.
Yes.
And then you're touching their bags out of the hole every time. That's, I mean, yeah, it's like not the most That's why during COVID, like, it was kind of fucked up.
Yeah, 100%. He was reaching down. I mean, that's why they had the bag grabbers and shit at ACL tournaments. Just wearing like swim goggles and kitchen
shit.
gloves, grabbing bags.
Like
out.
Morton, like in like a whole garden outfit, like just running.
Exactly, just running out. He's got his spade and shovel, his little sun hat.
Blue fucking dishwashing gloves. That's the best. Oh god, those are weird times, man. That was fun.
They're weird, but I do hear what people are complaining about. I understand it, but at the same time, you're not going to get anywhere with it.
It's just fun. The internet is just ruthless.
Yes.
And Facebook is very much like, it's like a negative space, very much. I don't know if you've noticed, but so TikTok tends to be almost all positive. And I'm assuming they must like monitor their shit and get rid of like any harassment type stuff. Because it's like a love machine on TikTok.
Yeah.
And then you go on Instagram and it's like pretty negative, like, you know, maybe 50, like 60-40,
Yeah.
negative to positive. And then you go to Facebook, and then it's like a solid 10% that's good, and everything else is just like people shitting all over each other, which is just like, you can't just post an innocent post being like, man, like, just wash your hands. Like, I've gotten sick the last 3 times, and then people were just calling you dirty and like
Exactly.
it's just great, man. I love you guys are great.
But I mean, I also saw another. I mean, is it another dramatic reading on the same subject that you have? I didn't see all both of yours. Because then, like, Mrs. Halpert also said something along the same lines.
Oh, really? I missed that one.
Yeah. Just saying, like, you know, like she's been dog sick ever since the Open, and you know she blames all the dirty people and stuff. And I'm like reading all these pros saying like, yeah, watch like 10% of the guys wash their hands in the men's room and shit. Like, I do too.
Yeah.
So rather than blaming everyone else, they make Purell. I mean, we all know it through COVID.
Yeah, put those little stands up everywhere.
Exactly. Just keep the little one attached to your Zuka bag or in one of the 50 fucking pockets in that thing. I think you can fit a bottle of Purell in there and just rub it down after each one. I mean, again, you're in a mass populous environment.
Correct.
Illness is going to go around.
And
like,
indoors.
Yes, and it's also it's flu season, guys. So believe what you want, but everyone's getting sick right now. It sucks. But hey, just think you got it out of your system early.
Well, it's also common courtesy too. Like if you're not feeling well,
exactly,
just please
stay the
don't
fuck
go.
home. Like I know that you were planning on going there, but
and it sucks. But
you
like
can't-
you don't want to be that guy that's like coughing and
don't
like just
push
we're
it.
like just it's just common courtesy. I get it
For
But-
sure.
All right, you
But
want the
then-
next one?
yeah, I can take the next one.
Let's do it.
Let's.
Duet.
Addicted to cornhole. Bobby Grosstein. Here's some real Wizard L talk. People will find a reason to complain about everything, but all BG did was create a new, game-changing bag, and it was the Wizard L. But in all honesty, who cares about the name? Just Thewo, the bag, and to anybody who knows they're a gimmick, nobody cares, throw better, in quotes. These bags are the most hole-friendly, rollable, but he spells it R-O-L-E, bag on the market, and no wonder other companies are trying to jump on the trend. Buffalo Savior, in parentheses. But they are the best of both worlds. And there's hundreds of BG haters / wannabe pros that think they're the next big thing out there, saying they're a gimmick, but these bags are legit and nobody cares. Just throw better. But I guess it's just my opinion, and everyone has one. Yeah, so
What's a week without a little Wizard L talk,
right,
man?
exactly. First off, like everyone does have an opinion. Not everyone feels the need to put it on Facebook or out in the open.
Do you see
That's
my one
number
comment on one of those posts?
Well, I mean,
Change the name of the page to Addicted to
the drama, and,
Wizard and Drama.
but I want to point out that there is not a single period in this entire long prompt.
You gotta pay extra for that shit, man.
There is one comma used incorrectly. So there's that too.
Thank you for clarifying. Used incorrectly.
Yeah, just wanted to point that out.
I was starting to think, I'm like,
Yeah. Oh, used a comma. All right, that's all good. No. Yeah, just punctuation, guys. It just means the world.
that was pretty dramatic, though.
It was dramatic.
And don't you? The reason one of the reasons we started this whole segment was I always would read these. I'm like, what was going through your head
Exactly.
when that made you? What was going on in your life that made you sit down and be like, this needs to be said?
And the beauty of it is that Addicted to Cornhole has become such this like sentient being that I feel like it just always pumps out the drama. So when people scroll down and they read everyone else's drama, they're like, I'm okay to post this.
Oh.
And it's keeping us in business, baby.
Oh, it's real, because if you post something like a little controversial, it's at the top.
Yep, it's like they
right
go in
away.
and pin it.
But if you're asking one of the questions that's been there 25 times, like you gotta scroll way the fuck down. You might never see it.
Yeah, we'll never see the like, hey, what's the best bag for a new thrower question up there.
Do you want to know how I know
that thing
this?
Just shoves down right away.
If I post so every Wednesday, right when our episode drops, I do the morning post, in the afternoon I share it to Addicted to Cornhole.
Yeah.
If I were to write something like just a little jab
Just
at something,
little, yeah.
post a reel, something like that, we'd be getting 10,000 views by lunch. I posted like the episode to share again, nothing. Crickets.
Crickets. It's not dramatic enough, Sean.
Crazy to me.
Even though we're just chock full of it.
Crazy. All right. So this next one, a little more serious. Addicted to cornhole, Brian Cornfish. I haven't posted on here in a while, but this post is bigger than cornhole itself. It's about human life. Yesterday, we lost a dear friend in the cornhole community, an Eagles brother. He was a heck of a player and an even better human being, and truly a great friend. It's a huge loss, and our hearts are hurting. Well, his son called me last night at 2:30 a.m., bawling his eyes out for a good hour. A few minutes into our conversation, he began to open up about me and how he wants to be good at cornhole for his dad, and so that people won't make fun of him and tell him he sucks when they draw him. He did mention some specific names, but I will not hear, and I will not mention the club either, as it's irrelevant. But that hour conversation was so heartbreaking to hear how much he loves cornhole and only wants to be loved and accepted by the community. I try my best to be like you and my dad, Brian. I really do. Will you help me? You kind of have to know Brandon to understand the depth of trust, but trust me when I say it was heart-wrenching. Sometimes we get so wrapped up into winning that we don't realize how powerful the sport truly is. The sport brings people together, and on the same token tears them apart more than any other game I've taken a part of. We can literally be a shining light to another just by simply being kind on the boards, or it can be the final straw of negativity in their life. You never know what stranger you're throwing next to and what they're going through in life. Cornhole and our actions towards them in those few minutes could literally save a life, and how we act will forever be engraved in their memory bank, just like Brandon's. I unfortunately had to learn this the hard way, but I learned it. Cornhole is not just a game anymore. It's a unique opportunity to help you human being in more than just one way. And we owe it to this beautiful game to do just that. Much love to you all. So, a little more serious than we typically get.
The cornfish.
But I thought it was very well written, and I love the sentiment to it. And we've alluded to this many times where rarely, if I'm ever at an event, rarely am I ever going to be like openly rude to somebody.
I'm only ever rude if I draw you. Because I know I'm screwed.
We've both been to those tournaments where we get paired with somebody that is just not the best thrower, brand new. But
100%.
listen, you take it on the chin, you have a good time, you buy them a beer if they're of age, and you just have as much fun as you can, right?
Exactly.
It's the same thing like when we go to when we go Saturday, right? Somebody comes up to us, like I try to be as nice as I can to every single person I meet out there. You know what I mean? Like it is nice to get a reminder when you're around people again. And that's why it always recharges my battery when I go to these tournaments. Cause I'm like, oh shit. Like, cause you get stuck in these social media worlds where it's all so negative all the time. You kind of get wrapped up into it.
Yeah.
It's nice to go out in the community and be like, oh good. Okay. The people are way nicer in person, like than they are online.
Exactly.
But I do think this is a good point. Like if you have like every club, I'm sure has like those outsiders. If we can get better and this goes like society wide, right? If we can get better at just trying to include or make them feel at least included.
Yeah.
It goes a long way. It really does.
We're not asking people to
You don't have to be best friends with
exactly.
everybody.
You don't have to hang out with them on weekends.
Yeah.
Like just at a cornhole tournament, I know it's cliche, but we're all supposed to be family out there. I mean, it's
100%.
Just have fun.
And listen, we've seen the cornhole community do amazing fucking things. I mean, how much money has been raised for charity through cornhole stuff? It's a really cool thing. But again, as this sport gets a little bit more serious, I would hate for it to see for us to lose our way and to remember why we like this when we all first started. We didn't all think that we were going to be pros. We all started that league or we're playing with our buddies in the backyard and we thought it was fun.
Yeah.
If you can remember that ultimately, it'll translate through in your actions while you're out in public. I promise you that, especially when you're out at a cornhole tournament. If you remember why you ultimately liked it.
That's why we stuck around.
Hell yeah. Did you have another one? You're good.
I'm good.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Hell yeah. So we have an interview coming up next.
That we do?
The interview is with current ACL national champion, Mr. Brandon Earls. Super nice dude.
College national champion.
What did I say?
You just said national champion.
I'm sorry. Yes.
College national
Collegiate national champion. He's also an ACO pro. So there was a little bit of like drama that first stirred up right after he won. People saying, you know, like, hey, like I thought you weren't allowed to be a pro and do this, but he kind of walked us through like that whole process, and he had permission to do so and everything, which was already kind of clarified through the ACO.
Through the great pipeline.
Yeah,
the
but
perfect pipeline.
super interesting guy. Kind of learned about his background, and then we add some more appropriate, fun, random shit questions this week. So
yes, yes,
we don't want anyone to get upset. So sorry, Trey. Yeah, so we have all that stuff. But you want to cue the rap horn?
I can
Do it. Ooh, look at your fast fingers,
I know.
man. Jeez, oh
I know,
man.
the wife's a happy lady.
All right, well, reach us at Instagram and Twitter at Big Asp Cornhole.
And Facebook at Big Asp Cornhole Podcast. Thanks again to our sponsors. Go over to Draggin Bags.
Just call what you said before.
.com. I thought you breezed right over that. Go over to Draggin Bags with a Z.com. Drop code BIGASP12 to get yourself some great bags. And cornholecoffee.com and get yourself some beans. Drop code BIGASP at checkout and grab beans, drink, focus, throw.
Don't forget about Blackjack Cornhole. Go to blackjackcornhole.com. You get free shipping, amazing customer service. It's a no-brainer. So go to blackjackcornhole.com, use code BIGASP, and save yourself 10%. Don't forget about Black Sheep Baggers. Be the black sheep. Embrace that shit. Go to blacksheepbaggers.com, use code BIGASP, and you're going to save yourself some money. And don't forget about Gnarly Boards. If you go to gnarlyboards.com, if you're in the market for a new set of boards, if you're looking for to customize your set, you want our sweet-ass logo on it, all you have to do is go to Gnarly Boards. Go to Gnarly Boards or gnarlybags.com. I'm sorry. Yeah, gnarlybags.com. I do this every fucking week. I even pulled it up.
It's hard, yeah.
It's gnarlybags.com.
But then click on their boards.
Yes.
And check them out.
And they're awesome.
That they are.
Oh, yeah.
Last but not least, Big D Bags.
Hell yeah.
Go over and get your hands on some Big Ds if you're a Big Asp fan. They fit great.
They do. And, yeah, so last week's episode, too, we didn't even touch on it earlier with Trey. A lot of good stuff with that.
Dude, like, couldn't have scripted it better for him. I am so happy he came on and just kind of squashed the bug and just kind of told people how it is, where the money goes. Like, to me, he'd never had to do that. The ACL never had to justify it. But the fact that he was willing to come on and kind of say his piece on it, I think it should squash a lot of beef for at least a month.
I think it validated what my concerns all along was that we are at this weird spot in cornhole right now where it's like we can either catapult and really become something big, or we're going to be kind of stuck either status quo or treading water for a while. Is it sad to
think that it all kind of hinges on the ACL?
I mean, there's no secret on that right now.
Yeah.
For at least on the professional side of the game, for sure.
Yeah.
Like organizations like the ACO, who are like they're professional organizations, but they're not like they're not trying to go for like the big TV deals and stuff like that. They seem like that would be more sustainable. Whereas if like we're trying to grow huge megapots and become like a legitimate pro enterprise, then yeah, the ACL's probably that route.
Hell yeah.
So it'll be interesting. But interview with Brandon Earls is really good. So stick around for that. If you're interested in getting some bonus content, you're looking for training tips, you like any of that stuff, you can check us out on Patreon. Patreon is a way that people get bonus content in return to support our show. So for the price of a beer a month, you get bonus content. You can attend happy hours, be eligible for bag giveaways and more. So go to patreon.com/BigAspCornhole and support us there.
YouTube.
Oh, YouTube. Yeah. So we're almost at 1,000 folks. Our goal for this year is to get at least 2,000 subscribers. So if you were listening to the show and after last week's episode, I know for a fact there's more than 2,000 people that listen to this fucking show.
Very
so
true.
if everyone could just do me a solid, okay? We come out here every week and give you audio gold. We pour our hearts and our soul. Our hearts are smiling. We're hoping yours are too. So if you go to YouTube, go to Big Asp Cornhole. Just subscribe. Check out some of our videos. We're posting out content. We're going to Hamilton this weekend. We're going to be having a whole bunch more content coming out. So just subscribe on YouTube and make our hearts smile. That's the theme.
A lot of heart smiling.
A lot of heart smiling.
All right.
Yep. And you know what? I'm a little disappointed in us though. We didn't turn our light on for this part. For this episode.
We didn't, man.
We're so
it's
excited.
In the interview though, it's a lot of fun.
Okay.
So.
I think after we need to shoot something for like social media content with it behind us.
We already did. We
did?
have that whole that Patreon exclusive video that I sent you.
Oh, you're right. I do. Yep.
Bingo.
So another reason, check out Patreon. Bonus episode coming on like probably 10 minutes.
Let's go.
How about that?
Love it.
All right. So as always, we hope you throw it straight. And it's nothing but four baggers from here on out.
Cornhole it.
Later. All right. Welcome back to the Big Asp Cornhole Podcast. We're now joined by current ACL college champion, Mr. Brandon Earls. What's going on, man?
Nothing much. How about you guys?
Nothing, man. Just chilling here on a Sunday night. We got the Miami and Buffalo game going on. It just second half just kicked off. Miami's up 14-7. So, it's just crazy. It's still, I mean, for football, for just a second. I mean, you're rocking a Detroit Lions. So first of all, congratulations on a season. As a Cleveland fan, I'm happy for you guys. Like I know it's a fun ride when you get. We don't get very many seasons where we're this excited still late in the season. So it's kind of cool. But the playoff picture this year is so fucked up.
Dude, it's super.
And it baffles me that the Steelers are somehow making the fucking playoffs.
There's so many scenarios
Like,
at the end of the season for people to get in and out. Like, yeah, thanks, Jacksonville.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I really wanted to play Jacksonville. Not that like I think Houston's gonna win, but I think they're gonna be more of a challenge.
But I would take Jacksonville with a hurt quarterback that's had like every injury under the sun this year, but still seems to get out on the field. So,
Brandon, you like your first round matchup for Detroit going against LA?
I kind of would like the Packers a little more, but I do like going against Stafford again,
Oh yeah,
and bringing them home. But they're a tough match. Not gonna lie, Cooper and Puka, they're a tough receiving core, but I think we got a good shot.
But they gotta come to you guys, correct?
Yeah,
exactly.
Beautiful.
Dude, it's got to be like a little knife to stat because he never made the playoffs with Detroit, right?
I think he may have made it one time.
Yeah, I think him and
I think you're right,
Johnson's crazy year.
I think you're right. Okay, yeah, that's pretty crazy. But anyways, first of all, congratulations on winning the college event, man. That was a pretty big deal.
Thank you.
How long have you been playing cornhole just in general?
Probably just over 2.5 years.
Okay. How'd you get involved in it?
I played in like a juniors tournament in like my freshman year or something, and me and my partner ended up winning it, and we were like, must be pretty solid at this game,
Okay.
So we probably took a year off, and then like my junior year, I started playing more consistently and competitively, and that's when I just really got into it.
Okay. So how often do you play currently?
Probably 4 to 5 days a week.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, maybe a little more depending on travel schedule and stuff like that.
Okay. And how can you walk us through like the college aspects of things? Like, what did you feel like the level of competition was? Like, was it as good as like going to like one of like the bigger ACL like open events and stuff?
It was definitely some top level competition. Chris Fagan, Cole Brewer, Austin, all those guys. A lot of great shooters. Definitely great competition. It was tough, especially switching over when we had to switch into the round limited.
Yeah,
that was a little difficult, but there was definitely a high level of competition in that college field for sure.
When did you guys switch over to round limited?
So we played the entire rounders and bracket. Played that to 21, and then we got the ESPN. We had to switch to round limited.
Did your strategy change at all, or were you just like I'm just going to just pouring bags in?
So I wanted to start off to calm the nerves if I had any, and just by putting bags in the hole. And so that was kind of my goal in the first game, just put as many bags in the hole, because at the end of the day, you don't miss, can't lose. That's the saying,
Yeah.
So just put every single bag in the hole and try to force them to miss one and capitalize on those misses for sure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like the round limited stuff? Or are you more of a traditional, like I want to go to 21?
I definitely like the 21 just because a lot of times I get down big in games.
Okay.
And it's 21. I got more time to come back and generate some points,
You tend to be a slow starter then?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay. And what bags did you throw in the ACL event?
So I started off with the goated bag Bambinos.
Okay.
Like a Viper R variant.
Yeah.
But once I won my bracket going to ESPN, they told me I had to switch because it wasn't the same color on both sides, so I had to switch to some blue Viper R's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's tough to do. Just
It is.
switch up, man. Like, kudos to you.
Oh.
That's not easy.
No, I mean, especially because fill is slightly different, template
yeah.
size, all that kind of stuff is just a little bit different. If nothing else, at least material wise, as long as they were kind of like at that same stage of broken inness, like speed wise, it plays pretty consistently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So-
it was definitely a different feel. I definitely took at least an hour just to try to feel the difference in the bags when I switched, just to warm up. I started warming up with Cole, and I was like, man, these bags do not feel the same. This feels weird. But then I started getting the hang of them, and I felt pretty good.
Yeah, you're able to roll them and do all your fun shit. So stuff
yeah.
I can never do.
So right after you won, there was like a post that went on Facebook that kind of like was gaining some like attention right away. That was squashed pretty quickly. But you are currently an ACO pro, but you played in what's considered like an amateur event, like for the ACL college event. Can you just kind of walk people through what you like the process, like what you had to do to be allowed to play in this in the college event?
So in the rules, it does state, no pro of any other league that signed a contract is allowed to play in it.
Okay.
But I never signed a contract.
Okay.
So, they told me, they're like, you didn't sign a contract, you're good to play. Because that was part of the rules and so I just made sure that I was good. I, messaged Josh Keck, and he's like, yep, you're good. You don't have any signed contract. You're set to play.
Okay.
So
So you did have like the wherewithal before the tournament started to be like, yeah, I should probably check into this.
yeah.
Okay. And then, so you're currently an ACO pro. Is this your first year as a pro, or have you been a pro for a few years?
I made pro 2 years ago.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And how do you, so I'm assuming you probably play in both events, right? I'm sure you've been to ACL Opens. You've been obviously to plenty of ACO majors and stuff like that. How do the events, not necessarily like talent level, but like, how would you say like the events and like the atmosphere differs between the two?
I would say the atmosphere is more like, I guess, family friendly in the ACO, and then ACL is more like business.
Okay.
This is your job. You're here to get to work, get stuff done, and ACO is just like, come here, have fun, and be family friendly, I guess. But I don't know. I love them both equally.
I got you. The one thing I watched a little bit of the ACO action this past weekend, and the one event that I watched, pretty much all of it, was the skins event. Dude, I'm a big fan. I don't know why. I love that format of the skins. I think that just every round is important then. You know what I mean? So
You love
find
it because you see yourself like having a chance in every match.
You know why?
Like,
it's because like all those rounds where I'm like, I shouldn't chase, but like I know I'm going to. Like,
I'm gonna go after
in
it.
that format,
justifies your
you might
practice.
as well. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, it's just wild enough that I might just work, kind of thing. Have you had the opportunity to play in the skins event?
Yeah, I've only gone to 2 of them. I went to this one and one in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Okay.
I made it to the final bracket at Atlantic City. This one I was a couple points out because, to get into the top 16, you have to you do 13 rounds and you have to try to throw as many bags in the hole as possible.
Oh, okay.
And so, with me, I'm more of like a block roll player, and so I was throwing a little stickier bags, and so I didn't throw as well because a couple bags hung up and just. But
so when you just shoot air
I
mails,
love
man.
the format though.
So in ACO, like for seeding for that's how they do it. It's just basically you have to throw 13 rounds, just open board, just keep going down and back and see how many you put in the hole.
Exactly.
I had no idea. Okay.
Yeah, so that was a little the seeding into it is a little it's a little scary, to be honest with you.
Now, do they keep that same seeding then going in for like singles and doubles?
No.
They have bracket play or pool play or something like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
But no, once you get to the final 16 bracket, though, it's probably my favorite thing because it's just like you just send it no matter what.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No. Okay. All right.
Try stupid shots you would never shoot in real games, and just, maybe hit some nasty shot. Like Isaac Hurt hit a nasty shot. I don't know if you were watching that. He had like a 3-bag drag or whatever.
Yes. Isaac Hurt hits some ridiculous shots as well. That kid is really, really good.
Yeah.
He's very, very good. Do you have a lot? So you're in Michigan. Do you have a lot of ACO stuff like in your area then?
We have around, I think we have 2 or 3 ACO like directors or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, we got. I think the closest one is like 45 minutes away, so not horrible.
Okay, yeah. I was just saying because for us in Ohio, really, I think the only ACO stuff is like Southern Ohio, like 3 hours away from us. So there's really no representation at all. It's all ACL stuff up here, so it's definitely different.
It's hard for us to get to any of the events. I mean, we would love to, but just haven't yet.
We will
someday soon.
We will. What college do you go to?
Delta College. It's a local community college by where I live.
Okay. What are you studying?
Business management.
All right. What's like the dream job besides cornhole professional?
Actually, it's still got to do with cornhole.
Okay.
I plan to start like a cornhole business. Great Shots in Detroit. They have like a cornhole facility where they run cornhole. But I'm thinking more like have it be like a bar, restaurant, and then cornhole attached to it.
Oh yeah. There's definitely a market for it. Yeah, I think it's
you're speaking everyone's language out in the cornhole world right now.
Now I saw something on Facebook today that someone said that Whole 9 Yards is back open now.
Yeah,
they reopened.
I think they
Figured out
had
their shit?
There might have been maybe a change in ownership or something.
Is that what it is?
Maybe.
Okay. I don't know. I thought because I think there was somebody made like a very vague post on like the ACL West conference or something.
Or it could have been just some kind of red tape issue that they had to shut down for a minute and like figure it out. I mean, who knows?
Interested. I don't know.
To me, it wouldn't surprise me if somebody came in and bought it, and because I mean, it is a pristine place.
Yeah,
makes sense.
One of the things we do on the show quite a bit is we do bag reviews. And I noticed, do you throw B3? Is that correct?
You throw the Rangers?
I throw more the Fatals.
Okay.
They got wizard type carpet, the herringbone.
Okay.
And then I throw the Coyotes and Primes a lot as well.
Okay. They're very, very well made bags. So shout out to Andy because he makes a killer bag.
Yes, he does.
100%.
We get to see him whenever we go to the TCL events because he handles all the live stream stuff. Super talented dude. Super funny.
Oh yeah, I love his dry humor.
No, exactly. Yes, correct. And always a good time. So shout out to Andy. I saw that you're sponsored by them. Who else are you sponsored by this year?
I have Goated Bag Company, which is my ACL bag company.
Okay.
I got ACL or Level Up Cornhole, which is my apparel. I got All Star Power Washing, Quality Jewelers, Tri City Cornhole, Ridge, Woody's. And Caldwell Banker.
Hey,
look at you, man, getting after it.
You got you had to count on 2 hands there for sponsors, and there's some people out here who are struggling. So, what was the secret? Like, how did you go about like approaching like getting sponsorship money for the season to help support like travel costs and stuff?
So, a couple of them are family,
okay,
but the other ones, I just told them. So instead of asking for stuff, what I like to do is I tell them what I can give them.
Yeah.
Because with sponsors, they're not just going to want to give away money. They're going to want to know what they're getting in return. So I just tell them, I'll make posts for you. I'll promote your company. I'll sell stuff for you. Cause I'm a pretty good salesman,
Okay.
I sell good amount of sets of bags, apparel, Ridge sunglasses, stuff like that.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You got any sunglasses on you now?
Sure do.
All right, we'll talk off air.
There you go. Making a sale without it. Look at that.
Look at that.
He's a good salesman.
I know. And just bought right into it.
Oh yeah.
Damn it. Didn't even see it coming.
So before like prior to like going like the pro cornhole route and stuff, did you grow up playing other sports?
Yeah, I used to play a lot of basketball was my main sport.
Okay.
I played a little bit of football and a little bit of baseball. But then I found cornhole and I was like, man, this is pretty fun.
Okay.
So then I started a club at the high school and just did that.
No shit.
Last 2 years. Yep.
Is that club still going?
It is.
That's awesome.
So the first year I did it was my sophomore year. I thought about doing it.
Okay.
So I started getting going, thinking of like getting everything in the works. And then junior year is when I really kicked it off. First year we had like five kids, you know, and then second year we really exploded with marketing and stuff like that, putting up posters, and we ended up getting, I think the max we got was like 30, 35 kids, something like that.
That's a good amount.
Oh yeah. And so now when I graduated, I told them, I was like, I'm not going to be able to do it as much. And so then they ended up saying, they're like, we still want to do it. So we'll take over. We'll run it for you. We got this.
Sweet. That's a cool, like, legacy moment. You know what I mean? That's something like that you started is still going on.
I mean, once it grows to the point and they have their own cornhole facility, you better have your name plastered on the top.
Yeah, right. Dedicated in memory of.
Hopefully not in memory of.
Well, I mean, if he's not able to get back, right?
You don't have to say in memory of, though. You just say
true.
dedicated.
I guess. Memory sounds so much better, though. It makes it sound like more important.
I mean, I guess. You can always tack on the memory, you know, after, like, post-mortem.
Very true. Very true. Very
He's
true.
a young man, Sean. He's got a long life to live. He's
This
not
is very true.
death's doorstep like
Very true.
ourselves.
All right, Dane. Let's
Is
do
it
some
time?
Yeah, let's do some fun random shit.
All right, let's find ones that won't get us in trouble.
Yeah, so Dane's gonna ask us some random questions, so we're just gonna off the cuff and just roll with them.
All right, I like this one, actually.
All right.
Could you beat Tom Cruise in a fight?
Could I beat Tom Cruise in a fight?
No.
You don't think you could?
You're kind of scrappy. You're wiry.
You know, maybe. I'll give it a maybe.
I mean, how tall are you?
Yeah, you gotta reach it.
He's only like 5'2".
5'10", 5'9".
All right, you got 7-inch
I might
reach on him.
Got him. I have the reach on him. I could probably take him.
Can I ask you a very vital question right now?
Yeah.
How long is this fight lasting?
Until you finish it, Sean. All right.
If it's a quick fight, then I like my chances.
I mean, can you end it quickly? That's
hoping.
That's really the question.
So,
if you're able to get hold of him, like
He
if he
looks like
doesn't
he's in
run
pretty
around
good-
for 5
yeah,
minutes, you're like, God damn
yeah,
you,
no,
Tom
he looks
Cruise.
like he's in pretty good
Stop
shape.
jumping off buildings. Get your ass over here already.
Yeah, correct. That's that. Yeah, that's
But yeah, if you come at me like a spider monkey, I would smash him to the ground. So I'm gonna say, yeah, I think I could take him.
kind of like when you kick that dog in the face.
Dude, I'm sorry if a dog attacks me, I'm gonna boot it in the fucking face.
Yeah, we should probably put it in context. We were coming out of Dane's apartment in college.
Make
I
me
was
sound
picking
like
him
I'm a
up.
dog beater. Like,
I know. I did it on purpose. And we're coming out of Dane's apartment in college, and we're walking towards my car. And right outside, we just closed the fucking door, and Dane's got his keys in his hand. And right outside my passenger side door is this fucking dog. And
German
it's like,
Shepherd.
Yeah, German Shepherd, big fucking dog. And we're like, okay. And we take like maybe 2 steps forward, and this dog changes posture, hair goes up, like
shows
teeth comes out,
growls.
and then just fucking starts coming at us. And now Dane had gotten attacked by a dog when he was like 9.
I was in 4th grade.
9, yeah, right,
Yeah.
9, 10, right around there. So all I hear him say is like, "Not again." And he had these big fucking boots on. And I swear to God, on my mom's life, all right, he kicks his dog under the chin, and the dog does like a backflip, and like just like lays on its side, and like it's clearly dazed. And Dane's like, "What's up, motherfucker?"
Yeah, I found my hood streak real quick, you know.
And I'm like, Dane, get the fucking keys. So we like go back inside, and then thank God, like the owner comes like jogging across. Dane's like, get your fucking dog out of here. But that's why Dane. So if
Yeah.
it was like that for Tom
Oh yeah,
Cruise.
that's hilarious.
For
Yeah, I
sure.
like your
just
chances.
one swift kick. Dunzo.
Yep.
All right, next up.
Yep. Let's see it.
Next up. All right. It's not really inappropriate.
Okay.
I think
I trust your judgment.
Age appropriate. Is there something that makes you automatically swipe right on Tinder?
Oh, okay.
I would say, you know,
Ooh, automatically.
smile, pretty eyes, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, the eyes were the first thing. I was gonna say, like, I'm a sucker for like lighter color eyes.
Yeah, the eyes are the boobs of the face.
Yeah, yeah,
what they say.
yeah. I was gonna say eyes. Yeah, for sure. That's a good call.
Yep.
I really was thinking the same thing too.
Yeah, I mean, I would. I don't, maybe just Asian swipe.
It'd be easier to go the eye. All right. Glad you said it.
I had to go that route.
Eat it.
All right,
Eat
let's get a little comedy in here. All right. Love you. My wife's a redhead. All right. This one doesn't apply to you. You're not old enough. We'll save that for us.
Our older guests.
Yes. All right. If you had to have a theme song play every time you arrived somewhere, what would it be?
The champ is here.
Can you sing it for us?
Nope.
I'm thinking either Boondock Saints theme song
That's a good one.
the Office.
To get one. Like, yeah.
Either one. Boondock Saints though, like I kind of like it.
I think
more
I would go
badass.
something like obnoxious, like maybe like Chumbawamba. Like
I thought you.
like-
I was thinking it like theme song like from like shows and stuff like that. Like that's
yeah,
how
you can
meant,
have
like,
that.
Okay,
I mean,
all right.
or maybe like Here Comes the Boom, because it'd just be obnoxious.
Yeah.
Here comes the every time you walk in.
So dumb. I
So
like
always
that.
have to have a camera on you.
I like that.
All right. All right, this is a good one. Would you switch lives with Tim Tebow if you still had to follow his rules about booze, sex, and going to church?
Ooh. Man. No. Was that too fast?
It's like, no. Did not take long for you.
As I'm like, I'm gonna do
And I would second that. I would second that as well.
He's a
Yeah.
good looking dude.
Good looking guy, but disgraced from the game of football, even though he won a playoff game.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
Yeah, fuck
I'm like,
you,
I don't want to
Steelers.
answer.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
don't want to.
Steelers, it's a shot at you.
I don't want to answer it too fast. I mean, like I'm just gonna pause.
How much money would it take for you to streak on the field in an NFL game? Sean, don't answer first. This one's on you.
I'll go 100K. Just set me, give me a good amount of money, get me started. Because how much is it going to cost to get out of jail? How much?
After
you can
legal
start a
fees, probably.
You can get a GoFundMe.
Yeah,
if you win the
GoFundMe.
game, the Lions fans got you. You know what
For
I mean?
sure.
Like, you're good.
You could be the good luck charm. That might become your weekly gig. You never know.
Exactly.
So that's man, we just completely spun that on its head.
And that was.
It could actually become very lucrative for you.
I was thinking way more money than 100K.
I mean, I figured alone in legal fees to battle it, you're spending 30K.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking like I want like 5 million.
Oh, you're going that high.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I was gonna say 500K.
Yeah, 500K to $1 million.
Now, if it was like a professional soccer match, like
Yeah.
overseas in England or something, I would do that for maybe 500 pounds. Because I know that they just kind of let you out. They don't really give a shit because it happens pretty much every match. So I might be willing to do it there. But for like an NFL game or something, actually, I think I would appreciate more of a baseball game because it's so boring that you do something exciting. Everyone starts watching all of a sudden. So I think a baseball game would be kind of fun.
How long do you think you would last on the field before you got tackled?
So I think I could last about until I was out of breath. So maybe all of 10 seconds.
No, you got to drag on though.
No, I think I would be
30, 40
okay.
seconds.
Oh, please.
I would make it to center field.
Brandon, you strike me as somebody that could be around that field. Like it would take a while to wrangle you
Oh yeah,
up.
I got at least 45 seconds in me. I'm
Oh,
pretty
easy.
quick.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking you got a good quarter mile in you before they catch you.
Yeah, I mean, I would. All right, so my thought process is if I'm sitting on third baseline,
Yeah.
hop that fence real quick, run out. I'm hugging J Ram on the way by, and then I'm just sprinting to center.
Are you
field.
hugging? Because that's kind of aggressive. Or are you just going to go fist bump or something?
I mean, depends on how we
Because
perceives
he's
me.
got a nasty cross too, like overhand right. We've seen it.
Sean, he's so tiny though.
That's
if he
true.
tries it, I would just underduck him and pick him up and carry him to center field with me.
That's true.
All right, and then I think I'd try to that'd be my goal.
Okay.
Let's touch grass in center field.
I think it really depends on how fast of a get off do you get. Do you get a clean entrance on the field, like no cops starting to grab you, and it takes everyone a half a second? Because all it takes a half second, you can be
Oh yeah, you
a
can-
good bit on the field. But if they're already chasing you on you, you mess with the wrong dude. You know what I mean? You got,
I mean, it's a
RoboCop
long, it's a
sitting there or
long row of
something.
steps you got to get down bare ass too
Yeah.
before you hop that fence. But
Yeah, correct. Oh, that's my thing. Are you already naked when you jump on, or are you stripping as you are on the
I
field?
think maybe you run down in a trench coat, something real quick that you
Oh,
can
that's
just pop
okay, that's
off.
smart. Yeah,
that,
that's smart.
that doesn't draw. I mean, people are still going to look at you, but you never know. I don't know if I trust your gauge
I'm not
of
doing that. I'm
anything.
not
All
doing
right, I want to read it now.
Right?
We'll bury that one.
All right. All right. If there was stats available for every aspect of your life, what is one stat you would want to see?
Say it again.
If there were stats available for every aspect of your life, what's the one stat you would want to see?
Ooh.
For me, it's the amount of times I swear, like per word.
Right.
I mean, like, give me my
The
solid percentage.
percentage.
Yeah, that way I know,
That's a good
like,
one.
you know what I mean? Like, am I getting better, or is today a fucking terrible day?
Oh, shit, that's a tough one. I would say
You a calorie tracker?
Fuck that. No, I can do that now, and I
don't
refuse
want
to.
amount of time that I spend, I guess, so-called being lazy.
No, that's a good
Like-
one. Yeah, yeah. Like procrastination time. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah. And I think if you really saw that in front of you, it might actually force you to change your ways. Like, wow, am I a piece of shit?
I mean, it's
Yeah, I mean,
it's
like,
called
wow.
it's called screen time. Your phone already tracks it for you.
Like on the weekend, I find myself all the time, like when my wife works, I'm like, God, I just want 5 minutes to yourself. Dude, you've had like 5 hours to yourself,
Yeah.
pretty much. Like, just get up and do something, you piece of shit.
Yeah,
And seeing hard numbers in front of you might help.
very true.
Very true.
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe for me it might be percentage of notes hit in my car drive in, because I love to just karaoke the shit out of my car when I'm cruising into work. So let me know how good I'm doing. I wish I'd have like the
was it a
little
good
like,
day?
but yeah, I wish I'd like the little like karaoke thing on
Try to be your high score or
PlayStation.
something?
Yeah, just have like the little bouncer thing that would just tell you everything. That'd be dope.
So one of our OG questions that we haven't asked people in a while, but I feel like just spur of the moment, why not? Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh gosh. Yeah.
Boom!
Wow.
Another champion on my side. Let's
Wow.
go.
I just want to say
You're in
out
good company.
of about 100 guests, you're 4 now.
No, I think that's number 6 now.
Well, you
Number
gotta
6,
think about
but
it,
hey,
you know?
I am thinking about it. I'm telling you, you're wrong.
Matt Guy's with us. That's all you need to know. We got Matt Guy on our side.
Who?
There you go.
We're good then.
He's an ACO guy. He knows. Shots fired. Pew pew. Love you, Matt. Love you, Matt.
That's good.
It was. We have one more here. Is it worthy?
I don't know. I didn't look at it yet.
All right. If you could eliminate one state's sports teams, pro and college, what state would it be?
Oh my God, this is tough
This is tough.
because you're from Michigan,
want me
and I'm
to
trying to be
answer this?
nice.
You don't want me to answer this.
You want to say Ohio?
You don't want me to answer this.
Okay.
So he wants to go Ohio.
Michigan is definitely a strong consideration. Pennsylvania is very much
Also
in consideration.
Indiana, just because why not? No, I'm just kidding. That's where Notre Dame is. Never. Maybe Texas, because without sports, what do they have?
That's true. That's a good point.
So many people so butthurt.
I know. I love
We're
you,
kidding.
Texas. I'm
We're just
joking.
kidding.
Good Lord.
You have hats and stuff. California, just that could be fun.
California could be fun, but I think they
They got-
could
they
get
got
along
so
just
many.
fine.
I know. Well, that's part of it too. Yeah. If I'm being honest with myself, if I'm being honest with myself, it's gotta be Pennsylvania.
I'm going to go Michigan.
Okay. All right. Well, if you, that just then
There
I'm
you
good
go.
then.
I got you.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Sorry, we can also be friends. Fine.
Oh, yeah.
All right. It was hypothetical. Hypothetical.
The only thing I'm sad about losing would actually be the Detroit Lions. But the Tigers, fuck them. I've always hated the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah.
Then, I mean, obviously Michigan football as well.
Yeah.
Michigan State football as well. They can all go suck an egg. Schermerhorn. I hope you heard that.
Fan too, so
That they do.
Are you a Michigan fan? Or are you a Michigan State guy?
Michigan State.
Oh, good for you. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than being Michigan
I
fan.
knew I'd
so.
cover the bases.
All
There's
right.
only
Yeah.
there's only 2 there, so
Smart, very smart. So, all right. Well, hey, I want to thank you for hopping on, man. I know you had a busy weekend and you're away for travel. You said it had about like an 8-hour commute today, so I appreciate you hopping on, taking the time to come on with us. Congratulations on your win. We look forward to kind of following you along now. And then, any plans on? Are you happy where you're at now with ACO? Or are you gonna try to qualify for ACL? Like, do you know what's going on in the future at all?
I plan to try to go to the qualifier again this year.
Okay.
I went last year and I was 1 game out.
Okay.
I lost 1 game in rounders to Trevor Brooks,
Okay.
and then lost my game to get into Matt Earls.
Okay.
So
well,
Yeah,
that's
so
good
that's-
company.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty good
Yeah,
company
it's
though.
good company.
That's good name
Yeah.
drops there. Very solid. Well, good luck this season, man. We wish you the best, and we'll let everyone else go at home. We'll have you hang on just for a second. But as always, we hope you throw it straight. And it's nothing but 4 baggers from here on out.
Cornhole it.
Later.